Talk to me. Eating.
What's up, you guys?
This is Jay&Bina here.
I'm Jay.
I'm Bina. We are back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to Mufti Menk. Yes.
And what are we reacting to?
We're reacting to him explaining to us how to communicate with the opposite gender in Islam.
Yeah. No, why? How to just communicate with the opposite gender? Doesn't matter whether you're Muslim or what. It's just important that because some guys or some girls don't know how to communicate with the opposite gender, and this is a very serious topic, you know. So I just hope you guys are going to be attentive and you're going to actually listen carefully. So without further ado, if you're new to our channel
and jump right in.
If you're new to our channel,
make sure to subscribe if you want and click the notification bell.
Why should they want? They must want.
No, I feel like this is such a overused phrase. Make sure to subscribe. If they want, they'll subscribe. If they want, they'll subscribe.
Okay, that's right. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in the video then.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My brothers and sisters, you will have to at some stage interact with the opposite sex, and even those who are not related to you. You will have to at some point as a human being, when you walk, when you perhaps might go to a public place, in public transport, maybe at a place of the marketplace or wherever else it may be at the doctors, at the pharmacies, at school, at university, wherever it may be, you will have to interact at some point with the opposite sex, those who are not related to you and not mahram. How should you interact with them? I tell you, there is one word: very respectfully. You might say those are two words. Well, very is only descriptive, but when it comes to respectfully, you need to understand that's the word. Be very respectful. Treat them as though they are, the favor of Allah upon you, the opportunity Allah's given you to address the opposite sex. It should be absolutely respectful. It's an act of worship to respect others. And don't ever address a person in a very cheap way, in a very derogatory way, vulgar, abusive, etc. Or just without having any shame, shameless way. People just address others as though they have no scruples. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us an understanding. So I am here today to tell you, please respect the opposite sex and even the same gender. Respect all human beings. Make sure when you address them, you bear in mind all the rules and regulations, the rule of controlling your gaze and lowering it, the rule of speaking in a good tone, choosing good words, getting to the point, not saying that which is unnecessary, irrelevant, going into perhaps details that are embarrassing and so on, that which is unnecessary, putting people into a spot in a corner and so on. Remember that. Let's speak to others respectfully. We will have to interact. I interact, you interact, we all have to interact. I don't know of anyone who says, I've never had to in my life or will never have to interact with the opposite sex. You will. You're a human being. And you need to do so respectfully. You need to understand the regulations, the rules, to the best of your ability and capacity. You will address them and inshallah use the best words because Allah is watching. And whatever you've said is recorded. And it will be held for you or against you. Wouldn't you like, on the Day of Judgment, beautiful book to come out, and this is the way you address the opposite sex. Every word you said is held for you and not against you.
Yeah.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let that happen for us. أقول قولي هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد والسلام عليكم.
I like how he speaks about everything. And on this topic, I want to say something about most of the families which make the mistake of,
putting boundaries and borders.
Putting borders in between of boundaries of communication with opposite sex, because that doesn't really teach you how to communicate with people, but it makes you just not to talk to them, and you never get the skills of how to talk to people, and that is not the right way to grow, to
raise your children.
Because you are not protecting them, but you're harming them, because sooner or later they will have to grow up, and sooner or later they will have to talk to opposite gender. And if they have never learned how, if they don't have the experience, how are they supposed to talk? How are they supposed to communicate? To act, because I know most of the families, they don't allow girls to talk to guys, for example, in a respectful way, because people take everything as a sin, you know. They think like too much pervertness in people's brains, because they take every communication as perverted thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People think that all young people communicate just for sex, or for dating, or for relationships. No, that is not true. People communicate because they're humans. They need to communicate with each other, no matter who you are, boy or girl.
Sure.
And actually telling your kids that you cannot talk to boys or you cannot talk to girls, you are putting in their head the idea of why they can't talk to the person. And when they talk to the person, they only think about romantic and sexual things. You see what I mean? Because you've allowed them only to talk to a person when you, I don't know, get married or stuff like that. Like, that is incorrect way of raising your children. And this guy has got a lot of sense in his video saying about what should and shouldn't be done.
Maladit. Good speech. What I want to say is, you know what this guy he said is correct and it's true. Most of the people these days, they actually, you know, they don't care what they say to other people. It's like, you know, they just come, especially on the internet right now, you just come and you say whatever rubbish you want to say to somebody. You comment anything you want to comment to somebody. But you should also be looking at in the context of, what if the same way I'm trying to talk to this person, they would talk to me back like that? How am I going to feel? You know, so every time you're trying to do something to your neighbor or to your friend or to the other gender, every time you want to say something, think of in a way that, okay, if somebody will say something like this to me, how would I personally feel? You know, it actually puts you in the right way to say you're only going to say things which are going to be good to you, because at the end of the day, what you get out is what is going to come back to you. Life is like a boomerang, you know. So you may say all these bad things to somebody. You may not communicate with this person respectfully, like he said, and then but you're expecting that people should be talking to you with respect. People should be treating you with respect. So if you want to make this world a better place, if you want to make this world to be better, then you need to learn to be respectful to everybody. Respect other people's opinion. Respect their way of life. You know, because
and personal space.
Yes, personal space, etc. So I hope this video was really educative to you guys who are following us and who are watching us, and that it will change one or two things in case it something like this didn't click before, or maybe you can spread this word to other people as well, whom you know that they don't actually, you know, talk to other people respectfully, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So if you did enjoy that video,
give it a thumbs up
and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah,
see you in the next video.